A KwaZulu-Natal family has been left frustrated after the self-confessed killer of their loved one is released on bail.
She was a young mom, a promising chef and entrepreneur. She was trying to make a name for herself in the food industry, but behind closed doors, she was living a nightmare. Eventually, her life was brutally cut short by the man she loved, her baby's father. Today, I'll be taking you through the story of Zakithi Ndaba. May her soul rest in peace. So before we begin, I'd like to emphasize that this story is shared with the utmost respect to the victim and their loved ones. Every story I share comes from a place of empathy because these aren't just crimes and statistics. They are lives, families, and memories. My goal is to bring awareness, not to sensationalize or entertain, but to make sure that their story is never forgotten. So hi, thank you so much for viewing. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Zakithi Ndaba was born in 1998. She was a 27-year-old young woman. Growing up, she went to Ladysmith High School and then she went to Varsity College to study journalism and media studies. She completed that and got her degree, but then she later fell in love with cooking. So she pursued hospitality and became a qualified chef. She was a chef at Trump's Grill House in Sandton. And beyond that, she was an entrepreneur. Together with her sister Nokubonga, she co-owned a sauce business named Intombi Zakithi Sauces. They were selling handcrafted traditional sauces together. Zakithi was a loving mother to a 3-year-old daughter, Niana. Her family described her as outgoing and bubbly and kind-hearted. She was someone who gave her smile freely, and she cared deeply for the ones she loved. Culinary dreams being built, the sizzle of pans in the kitchen, the excitement of a young businesswoman. She was doing pretty well for herself, especially for her age. And she also had a YouTube channel where she pushed her cooking content and was doing well at it too. Zakithi fell in love with a guy named Aviwe. Aviwe worked for a brand company in Johannesburg. He seemed charming and he was from a very well-connected family. The relationship started out to be perfect, at least on the outside. After a while, the relationship started being sour. They would fight and Aviwe would beat up Zakithi and then apologize and they would make up. It started off being a once-a-month thing and then it quickly escalated to every week. Out in the world, they seemed as though they shared a future and were a perfect couple. But behind closed doors, Zakithi endured every form of abuse from Aviwe. Her family was aware of the abuse, and they would beg her to leave. But like many other women in abusive relationships, she stayed. The family described how Posa had a gun and how Zakithi called a friend one day in fear that the gun might be used on her. He would threaten her, saying that if she ever left him, he would take away their daughter and would never let her see her again. Knowing that he was from a well-connected family, Zakithi was scared to lose her child. Here was a woman who had built so much, yet so trapped. On Friday, the 7th of March 2025, Zakithi was shot in her apartment at the Apollo Sunning Hill, Johannesburg. That Friday, Zakithi's mother couldn't reach her daughter on the phone, and she was getting concerned. Just then, the car tracking company from her daughter's car phoned her, alerting her that the tracking device from Zakithi's car had been tampered with, and they couldn't reach her on the phone, so they contacted her next of kin. The mother became suspicious. She alerted the police. The unsettling sequence of the phone being answered, the tracking device gone, the car moving away. It was a nightmare unfolding. In her apartment, silence reigned. On Saturday, the police discovered a horror when they went to her apartment. She was shot dead. Her car was missing, and so was Aviwe. The tracking device in her car showed that it had been removed and the vehicle had been traveling to KwaMashu in KZN. And Poso was behind that wheel. The police launched a manhunt for Poso, who was the last person to be believed to have been with her. Poso was then in hiding in KwaMashu, and it was alleged that his mother tried to help him flee the country. But after a week, Aviwe turned himself to the police. On the 16th of March, he made his first appearance at the Alexandra's Magistrates Court. At his bail hearing on March the 20th, the worst would happen. He was granted bail of 5,000. This outraged the Ndaba family and the community as well. Zakithi's sister alleged that Poso had prior allegations of sexual assault and possibly murder of someone else. So on top of the prior allegations and the manner in which he allegedly murdered Zakithi and him trying to flee the country, he still miraculously got bail. The state let him out on a 5,000 rand bail. Wow. The family's grief turned to anger and frustration. They spoke of how the justice system is failing them. Because how could someone charged with such a violent act be out on bail? Zakithi's death is not just a tragic, isolated case. This is a reflection of a deeper crisis, the gender-based violence in South Africa. Africa continues to record extremely high cases of violence against women, especially by intimate partners. This pattern of the abuser being known by the victim and the escalation from abuse to murder and the presence of a weapon in a relationship, it's alarmingly common. A young mother full of life and ambition, robbed of her future, and a family robbed of their daughter, and worse, her daughter having to grow up a lifetime without her mother's presence.
Sanibonani. My name is Zakithi Ndaba. This is not usually what I usually post, but yeah. I am trying to, I don't know, but I need your help. My sister, Zakithi Ndaba, she's the Zakithi in Tombi Zakithi. She's the Zakithi. She was horribly, brutally killed by the father of her child, Aviwe Poso. He shot her, did horrible things before that. He shot her. He left her to die, took her car, because they lived in Joburg, she lived in Joburg, took her car, drove down to Durban, tried to take out the tracker from the car, but luckily, we found out. I'm lost in life right now because I lost a part of me that I don't know if it would ever be filled again. He took away something that, I've been asking people to give me time, but I see that the more time I take for myself to just, because I feel like I'm in a dream and I'm just seeing all of this and I'm just gonna wake up and, Batike. So, Aviwe unalived my sister. He has previous charges of unaliving someone, allegedly. We are supposed to put the alleged part so we don't get in trouble. He has rape cases, allegedly. The dockets go missing because his family has money. So he's unalived someone before, docket went missing. He's raped, docket went missing. And he's done it again with my sister. The family apparently has some influential in what. That's cool. So he's, I don't know. So his mom, Amandi's, she's the one funding all these amazing things that his child is doing. She tried to get him a bus ticket to go to Mozambique before he handed himself, and because he's the trash bag that he is, he drank and did, you know, substances with the money, and he didn't leave. And then he handed himself in, and he said that he mistakenly unalived my sister. It was a mistake, he didn't mean to. In his mistake, if it was a mistake, would he not have called the police? If it was a mistake, why take her car and drive all the way to, you know, to Durban, take out the track and all that kind of stuff? But it's fine. But his mom is funding all of that. Even the other cases, the unaliving of the other girl, allegedly, the rape, allegedly, you know, she's funding that. She's a doctor, by the way. She's a doctor. Mandy's a boss. She's a doctor. I really hope she's not unaliving, you know, patients, because I don't think we want that type of person in our health system or in our health department. I don't understand. His family is still trying to cover it up. So now, because of the influence that they have, he got bail. There's footage of him driving her car, taking her car. You know, he's done horrible things to her during the relationship, and he's threatened to take the child away because Zakithi is a baby and they've got money. So yeah, he always threatened to take the child away. There's messages from her friends, you know, saying that she wanted to leave so badly, but all the time she threatened him. He abused her badly. There's pictures, there's so much. So I'm asking you to please repost, share, because if he's done it so many times, he's probably gonna do it again. His mom, wow, that's the woman that you are. That's the doctor that you are. His family, that's the family that you guys are. I'm not gonna cry on the internet because my sister would probably be like, girl, no, but I need your help. To his friends that hit him because he ran for a few days after he did what he did, he ran away. When he, you know, unalived her, he put a towel so that the blood doesn't seep out. He charged her phone so that if we call her, the phone rings. That's how. Took her car. There's videos of him getting into a car at the flat that she lived in. Yeah, he took her car because he doesn't have a car. Yeah, and his mother is funding all of this. His mother is basically saying, you know what, I'm a love a serial killer. I'm a take care of him, and the government and our justice system is just. So I'm asking you to please, can we stop this man? Can we? It's not even a man. I apologize, because men don't do what he did. Men don't do what he did. You don't unalive the mother of your child. Someone is taking care of your child. You don't do that. To his friends, the ones that, you know, hit him while all of this was happening, especially to Ulandi, because he knows me. I saw the messages. I saw how you were like, ha 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 ha, he's caught, he's in jail. You were laughing while we buried our sister. And I'm hoping that with that hey 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 ha ha, that he doesn't do it to you or to your sister. I'm hoping to his family that, you know, and maybe one day, because I don't think he's okay. I hope he doesn't unalive I know one of you, because if you guys are harboring someone who's done this before, he's definitely going to do it again. And I really hope that he does not put you through what he's put my entire family. And to the justice system, please tag Ubaba Mkhonazi. Please tag him, please show him, because we have evidence, we have everything. But again, because they've got money, they've got influence, they've got whatever. Yeah. I am not someone who hates. I am not someone on Zembi. If you know me, you know. Zakithi is not someone who has that. She's, you know. But I'm making this video to ask for your help. I still need time because I really don't know what's going on in life right now. Everything is just, I don't want to get poor. But he needs to be stopped because his family is gonna.
The accused still walks free today, and Zakithi's family is still not doing well. May the family find peace and healing at some point, and may justice prevail. Honestly, our justice system needs to improve. And for women, nothing can shield you 100% from pandemics like this, but we can try to fight. And so if you know someone in an abusive relationship, don't wait. Or if you are in an abusive relationship, don't wait. Reach out, get help, get support, get them support. If you see warning signs, controlling behavior, threats, weapons, do not dismiss them. Today we spoke of Zakithi. May her soul rest in peace. May her story continue to remind us the importance of awareness, compassion, and justice. Thank you so much for watching and for remembering her. Lastly, please help spread awareness by liking and sharing. Also comment if you'd like to suggest a case I should cover, or if you'd like to add anything regarding the case. I'll see you on the next one.